Erica, here we go again. The barricades are up, this time here at the intersection of Maryland and Illinois. The problem is in that white box right there. That is a zone which, of course, they discovered could collapse at any moment. So that's why you see now all of these barricades in what is usually, as you know, Erica, because you travel downtown with me, we cover the city, this would be packed with vehicles. They don't want a single car crossing that box area there because they're afraid that that will collapse. Let me show you the zone from Skycam 6. And of course, this is now something that Citizens Energy will be focusing on over the next few days. This may take several days before it can be repaired. This zone area, the street, has to be torn apart and then rebuilt to make sure that in the future, nothing will happen. Let me show you, let me take you closer into this problem. This is the spot where the street may collapse. A Citizens Energy team inspecting the manhole structure at Maryland and Illinois streets discovered the problem today. The sewer line is 12 feet down below, and the possible collapse zone could be 12 by 12, pretty big, posing a hazard to traffic up above. As a precaution, the street is closed.
And you have vehicles going over the top of it. There's the potential that the street could cave in. So we want to avoid that. Fortunately, we were able to discover this manhole structure collapse before the street collapsed.
It was just 15 days ago that this popped open at the corner of Ohio and Pennsylvania streets on July the 4th in downtown Indianapolis. It took 9 days to repair. The timetable on this fix at Maryland and Illinois is unclear.
But certainly this is going to take some time because we have to carefully remove the street. We've got a lot of other utility lines in the area, so we have to be careful to keep those intact. So this won't be an overnight repair.
It will not be an overnight fix. Now, for those of you who work in the downtown area, you can still walk along the sidewalks, but the streets, as you can see, the entryway to Circle Center Mall, to Palomino Bar, to, of course, next to me is the PNC Bank and the Hyatt. And then, Jake, let's go down this street. Down this street tomorrow, where we're expecting tens of thousands of people, the traffic as well, for the Black Expo Summer Celebration Luncheon. This will cause quite a bit of problems. Also, as you all know at home, I-65's construction. Many people who were traveling northbound on 65 from either Whiteland or Greenwood or the south side of Indianapolis were using this street, getting off at Meridian Street and I-70 to get to work. Well, guess what? As you can see, the street now is closed off. This will add to that confusion, to the detour. So, over the next couple of days, plan out your travels because it's going to be a long one, Erica. As we saw with Penn in Ohio, this is going to take some time. That is the latest downtown. Rafael Sanchez, now back to you in Studio A.
Our Rafael Sanchez joins us live downtown. Raf, what can you tell us? We know there's a lot of backups around the city right now.
It is loud down here. You can expect traffic, long delays, and just plain lousy, Amanda. Let's walk closer to the situation. Right now, as you can see, they're cutting into the area where they're going to have to remove the part of the street that would have collapsed if Citizens Energy had not discovered that problem today. That big machine, they're just cutting into that area. Once that machine is done, Jake, if you could pan to your left, you will see the big excavator that will just bring in the big claw and just pick up the street and remove the chunk that has to be now repaired. That's what's happening right now. Let me take you up to Skycam 6 to show you the ripple effect and how this will impact a lot, I mean a lot of people, already impacting traffic today because many of the downtown streets had to be closed off to avoid extra traffic on the intersection of Illinois and Pennsylvania. We should point out that tomorrow you can expect even more delays. As you know, we're dealing with several detours because of the I-65 construction project that already has I-65 southbound and northbound between Meridian Streets and 21st Streets just locked down. So folks coming into work tomorrow, pack a lot of patience, as my colleague Erica Fly said on the news at 6. But on top of that, we are expecting tens of thousands of people for the Summer Celebration Indiana Black Expo convention that kicks off in earnest tomorrow with the luncheon at 11 o'clock. So this is something that really is going to impact traffic. So that's the people. Let's look at at the problem also from Skycam 6. This was all discovered today during an inspection being done by Citizens Energy's group. Of course, our colleague Mark Mullins last night on News 11 showed you that process. And so they were checking out their sewer lines, and in this particular area, the sewer line is about 100 years old. And so that is a problem. We are seeing that these aging sewer lines are either giving way or causing these problems. Here's what Citizens Energy has to say tonight at 7.
And we will need to get in here and excavate this street and then make the repairs. Right now, we don't really have an estimate how long this will take to repair, so it'll really be closed indefinitely, so we're anticipating this could go on for a while until we get in and really see what the damage is.
So that work continues to be underway. So let me also talk to you about all of this fencing. As you can see, Amanda and Mark, they have put a fence around the zone of the area which would have collapsed if not identified today. And that's because we are expecting tens of thousands of people because of the Expo convention coming in from the convention center behind me. So they have to keep all of these sidewalks open. The only way to have all those people walk through this area, get to Banker's Life down the street, or maybe just to the mall or to the circle, is to keep the sidewalk open. So that will happen. No vehicle traffic, but a lot of the sidewalks will be open. Another thing to keep in mind, that camera up there that's blinking is the crime cam. They had to adjust it to make sure that it works. It is working, as all the other cameras are in the downtown area. They'll be keeping an eye not only on the construction zone, but the extra traffic that will have to now work in this area. Amanda and Mark, now back to you.
Rafael, it seems like a lot of the contractors and Citizens Energy, they're working fast, getting progress done right now. But what is the state looking into this situation? I mean, this is the second big issue we've had here in the last couple of weeks.
Mark, I'm so happy that you reminded me of that. There's been so much information that I had to keep my reporter's note handy. I did happen to speak to the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission. In fact, their offices are in this building behind me right here. The IURC, they're the folks that oversee utilities in Indiana. I spoke to a spokesperson just a few minutes ago, and she shared this statement with me. She says that Citizens Energy has provided the commission with regular updates on the situation, and that we expect them to continue to keep us informed. As you heard from their spokesperson, this here could be an indefinite situation. As you may recall, the Ohio and Pennsylvania sinkhole that emerged, that took about 9 days to fix. We'll see what happens here. We're live downtown. Rafael Sanchez, that is the latest. Now back to you.